As a lazy gardener, I always encourage the prettiest and toughest little weeds. Isn't it gorgeous? Look, the prettiest ones that'll make me happy and look pretty. Look, it's just a weed. It's some sort of pink oxalis. Isn't it wonderful? I want it everywhere. Here's some escaped into the nursery pots. Look at that. Isn't it wonderful? I want it everywhere. What I do is when I plant up some pots, I just put a couple of bits of oxalis in each pot, and then when I plant a tree out, I'll have a beautiful tree, and under it will be growing lots of beautiful oxalis. That's how it works. It's all lazy gardening, to my own satisfaction. I also inoculate all my pots. I suppose inoculate is what you could call it. I inoculate all my tree pots with this yellow oxalis. So in years to come, when the trees are big, they'll be surrounded by yellow oxalis and pink oxalis. There's another little thing that I've learned to use beautifully. Look, that's sunrose. I think it's from, what's that place? A place in Africa. I forget, a small country in Africa it comes from. Is it Sulawesi? Anyway, that's a sunrose, and I'm encouraging that everywhere now. It's so pretty. It's so tough too and beautiful. There's another little sunrose. It grows so easy from cuttings. I've got some yellow ones too. I bought some yellow ones off eBay, and I've inoculated pots with the yellow ones as well. So I'll have yellow ones all over the place. Lazy cottage gardening for a dry climate. Look here in the potting shed. This is an olive tree in this pot. There you are. There's an olive tree, but at the base of it there's a sunrose. Look at that sunrose. Look. Wherever the olive tree is planted, there are going to be beautiful sunroses as well. Wonderful. I better watch out for spiders, hadn't I? Look at that. Look at that gorgeousness. All lazy gardening with weeds that make me happy. On Australian television on the gardening show, that man called Costa, he's the garden host, he says that the leaves of sunroses are edible. I've never tried it though. He'd want to do your research. He says they're edible and can be used in salads. There's another olive tree. It'll be ready to plant, I don't know, some months away. A good sized olive tree. And it'll have little sunroses to go with it. Little sunroses to make our forest a beautiful forest full of beautiful weeds. Look what's growing under that pecan tree. And it's multiplying itself each year. A pretty little oxalis. Look at that. Isn't it wonderful? So gorgeous, so delicate, so dainty. It's like a little wildflower. It is a little wildflower, except it's my own private wildflower. It turns one's garden into a beautiful painting, really. It's like a beautiful painting. It's made up of certain elements. And tiny pretty weeds are part of the elements that make up a beautiful landscape. Here's a pretty, most desirable weed. It's a loganberry, and it's going to be allowed to grow like a weed all over the place. Look at that. Fat, juicy loganberry soon enough. But it's a weed. I want it to grow like a weed all around my bedroom. When I look outside my bedroom, I just see brambles everywhere. Isn't that nice? Just like Sleeping Beauty, really. Pink oxalis is allowed to take over. This pink oxalis isn't blooming yet, but it will soon. So if you can't beat them, join them. That's what I say. I'd rather have pretty weeds than weeds I don't like. Of course, periwinkle is one of our favourite weeds. Isn't it lovely? It makes a blanket over the ground. It doesn't cross pathways. It doesn't. Not on well-walked pathways it doesn't cross. It's taking over, and we want it to take over. We want it to. It's taking over. We want it to take over. Our life is art. Life should be art, shouldn't it? And song. Listen to that bird. Everywhere we walk, there are beautiful flowers. Little blue periwinkles. Of course, the jasmine is climbing everywhere too. It's a weed. It's a weed once it gets going. That's what we want. We want weeds that make us happy. And there's jasmine running wild all over the garden. Wild and free like us. Fragrant too, by the way. Climbing wherever it likes, travelling over the ground wherever it likes. Wonderful stuff, all through our own private forest. You should have your own private forest too, you know, everyone should. Everything should be draped in jasmine. Everything. It could be, and it should be, why not? Listen, it's raining. Look, just everything's draped in jasmine. It'll be blooming after the rain. Just give the rain a chance. I better go in, hadn't I?